Yo, what's cracking? Holy shit, there's still light in the fucking window. That means it's gonna be a fucking grail of a stream. PIZZY, Amanda, hope you guys are doing great. Damn, you guys are going off. Dude, I love that fucking intro so much. PIZZY, shout out PIZZY for that fucking intro. Dude, that is by far my favorite stream intro. Hands down. Cool, yo. Welcome in, gang. How's your night going? We're Stanley in it. I'll have to send you guys a pic of the list, but I'm still making my way down my indie list, and this is up next. And it turns out I already have it. I redeemed it for PS Plus ages ago, and it's the deluxe edition too. So let's just jump into it. I know nothing about this game. I may have watched a Markiplier playthrough a long time ago, but it's like I don't remember a fucking thing. I just know there's Office. It's indie. It's on the list. Let's jump into it. Is it actually good? Bet. Take your word for it, Amanda. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a great night. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. We got Peak coming up. We got the next Zelda game since we finally finished Minish. I have not played. Oh, I should have adjusted accordingly to the stream, not my fucking monitor. Oops. The sun didn't set till like 10 p.m. What the fuck? Yeah, where do you live? Oh wait, no, I know this. You live in Kentucky, right? What the fuck is going on in Kentucky, y'all? Enter the it needs to know the current time. Codell doxing viewer. I've literally, didn't I dox your full name, Amanda? Or some shit like that. I know you made a tier list, and you put some information on it or something. Wait, can I still change the brightness? Nah, whatever. Shouldn't be too dark.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Yeah, true. Oh my god.
Stanley was happy.
That is exactly what fucking happened. There was actually like a shit ton of
And then
viewers
one
too.
day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would
The tier
forever
lists do
change
well.
Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions.
God, you will never catch me in an office job.
Never in all his years at the company
It would
had
literally
he
feel like the
felt
Matrix.
this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I think I do. You want me to dox your name? Oh my. Oh, I'm playing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I feel like I'm
Stanley decided
hovering.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No
Or I'm like
matter how hard Stanley
spectating.
looked, he couldn't find a trace.
That
of
is
his
exactly what
co-workers.
this feels like. I should shut up and listen to the narration. My bad.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively. Other coworkers resent coworkers for not supporting you more. That, bro. There's so much to look at. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Is he yanking his shit?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, is there a screen there? Oh my god, bro. Hold up. I'm glad you guys noticed. Fuck. I'm sorry. Hold up. Dude, OBS like resets sources sometimes. It's so fucking stupid. Type shit make me and crash out. Alright, chat. Let me know if that's better. Read everything in this game? Actually? Alright. It was a fucking screen tear. Yeah. Fuck. I usually catch it like instantly if it's doing it. But I just was not paying attention to the goddamn preview. That's my bad, y'all. Sorry. Like I said, it's just my fucking... it's also my capture card. My capture card's pretty old.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
What?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh wait, did I press the wrong thing? Is that why? Wait, hold up.
2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing
Did I not do that the first time? Am I stupid?
to input the correct code by sheer luck.
I might be
Amazing.
stupid.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yikes, guys. It's like the back rooms of like the fucking office. Pizzy doesn't know how to read. Poor Pizzy.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest.
Don't be mean to
as though he
Pizzy.
felt more free to think for himself.
He's just a little
Questioned
twink.
The nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door.
Mind control facility? What? What? Escape? Alright, guys. Mind control facility or escape? Pizzy, more like pissy. I'm thinking mind control facility. Let's see where the... Oh, I fucking locked myself in.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Show me the Matrix.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
No!
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So quite literally,
This
like,
mind control facility.
Matrix.
It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly
contribution
blind
is showing
to the
up.
world?
Suspicious food, being mean to Codell in chat. Honestly, all of you guys contribute a lot. Specifically, Amanda with schlop picks.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past
Oh,
began
God.
to set in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible
That's like my
power
biggest
over another
fear.
human life. For
Just
he
always being
would
on
dismantle
camera.
the controls once and for all.
Try to see if there's any like extra fucking things.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Fuck it. This is basically like the blue pill and the red pill. Psychological horror. Is this considered horror? Like what you said, psychological? It's a good question. What is that? I'm not giving in. Never.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Am I getting a fucking happy ending right now? No way.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now.
No, I'm
things
touching
were
grass.
to happen.
Ew.
And Stanley was happy.
I got the Life Max ending. Was that actually an ending though? Oh my god, I got a gold trophy. Alright. Game's over, y'all. Well, shit, that was fun. Alright. Have a good night, y'all. Dude, imagine I just fucking ended it right there. What would you guys do? Alright, so I fuck with the happy ending.
All of his co-workers were gone.
That's
What
all.
did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop
Let's
by
break
the
the
employee
matrix.
lounge first, just to admire it.
What if I don't want to listen to bro?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What if I just don't listen to this fucking dude?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your
Holy.
enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing
good to
but
know,
you
PIZZY.
all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
What?
She's been waiting.
As in like the Matrix? What the fuck? Why is there just a room of blackness?
That's her,
Holy.
Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. As Stanley picked up the phone, a white
No
light
way.
engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope.
I unplugged
Hope
the
for a life
phone.
reunited one. Wait. Oh God. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yo, no way.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually
How did I do
chose
that?
incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on
No.
safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional
No,
video.
don't, no.
Right.
Oh my god,
It's the
what?
best part of being a real person. But if used
All of
incorrectly,
this
can
for
also be the most dangerous.
Unplugging the
For
phone?
example, in this scenario, a hypothetical
What?
real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, Is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack.
A back, sack, and crack.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a
The
healthy
OSHA
decision-making
instructional
process.
video.
Most medical professionals recommend
True.
making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant.
Yep.
And the feeling should subside.
Yep.
At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
What?
Not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit
the
the choice
fuck?
you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Where am I clicking? I want to do everything in my power to not listen to this dude. If I can. Oh, he's making me go back. I see. That's kind of lame. X just makes me click on a fucking invisible keyboard.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I'm so hyped for Skyward Sword marathons this weekend, guys. I'm also working on a bunch of TikToks right now. I've been trying to keep up with posting them because I've just been making fucking going through the streams and clipping shit. Let's see what else we can do to break the game. Actually, what would happen? Would it just go fucking roll credits? Oh, I should have jumped.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Yeah, we are friends. I'm pretty sure we are friends on TikTok. I think I saw you started following me.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly.
Only if I can
and
send
always
Metal
putting
Gear
the
edits.
story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
All right, let me back up
he
from this.
entered the door on his left.
Wait, what would happen? Literally, what would happen?
No!
Oh!
That. Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too
What
late.
did I do? What did I do? I broke it. That's so disturbing to look at, though. It's like unsettling looking at like fucked up textures and clipping and shit. wish you could keep going through this. Alright, we'll go left. I guess if we have to.
It's ruined.
Oh,
I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work.
I've
Why?
literally
For
slammed
what?
everything out.
What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know.
Is he gonna make
The
me
answer,
reset?
what do I do?
Oh my god, is he gonna make me reset?
No, I have to. I have to shut the game
No,
down.
he's gonna make me reset.
I have to.
No! No! Did I just force a fucking reset? Oh no, I'm back. Holy shit.
I'm still here in this pile of rubbish.
He nuked
With
the
you.
fucking building.
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been
Grandpa
victorious.
crashing out.
It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard.
I have
on it.
no
I
clue
tried so hard to
what
make
the gem system even is. Oh.
behave exactly as Stanley would.
No!
Choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
He
I'm
did
quite sure you'll be
reset
up to the
me.
task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait. I'll reset if this was like a full reset. Yo, Xander, what's up, bro?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley.
He's just starting to
Means choosing
nuke me.
responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yo, this narrator needs a fucking Grammy, bro. Oh, he's not. He didn't nuke me this time. I want to see how. I don't know. This seems really in detail with everything, so I wonder how far I can push it.
Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh no, I think I'm just. It just
Behave
automatically
exactly as Stanley would.
resets.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Do I need to actually speak into my controller?
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall. I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver.
All right.
Otherwise,
I don't
we
think
can't
it
get on
is.
with
It
the
connected
story.
to
This is a
the mic.
crucial step.
Nightshark 115.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
You're
see,
not
now
gonna
it
do
looks stupid.
But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a
Why
story
is he
seriously.
fucking
If you
yapping
didn't
my
want to see
head
what I
off?
had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me.
Yo, the
Explain yourself,
cortisol.
you coward. You.
It-
When Stanley came to a set of
oh my god, I'm in third person.
his left.
Wait, what the fuck? What did I do?
Hello? Are you? Is everything okay?
Am I the narrator?
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
The end?
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
What the fuck?
It's okay, I can wait.
So what does this ending mean?
Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
I just turn into the narrator?
As much time as you need.
Bro literally said, here's time to think. And it's back to a full restart. Alright, so we're 2 endings down. I mean, I get the main plot. You're Stanley. You're in the Matrix. Give me 1 sec. Take this person back. Alright. Yeah, I want to know if there's
All of
any
his coworkers
lore
were gone.
significance.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
And how many
Perhaps
endings are there? I'm
was
already
the
down
menu.
2 endings. What? How many are there? You thinking of passing out? Cool.
Stanley came to a set of
Feel
2
free,
open
gang.
doors. He entered the door on his left.
No pressure. A lot. Okay. I would assume so, because if the endings are this short. Alright, I want to see how much we can milk.
Yet there was not a single person.
Because there's
there
got to
either.
be, like,
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
a lot.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Is there
office.
usually stairs down? Do you unlock shit as you get more endings? Oh my god, that's definitely it. I feel like do endings stack on top of each other? Oh, dude. Well, yeah, we've never been able to go down this way, so this is all new. Can I pick that up?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my coworkers blinking
Should I be remembering this
mysteriously out of
shit?
existence in a single
1,
moment
2,
for
B4.
no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Okay, I was gonna say.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange.
I'm
This can't be
literally
real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that it had been on
spectating.
the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh my god.
Then he
I am
imagined
literally in
himself soaring through
spectating.
space on a magical star.
What?
And it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
Holy
One
fucking
thought it all
shit,
very
dude.
odd.
This is
Wondered if
just...
this voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely,
Yeah,
surely,
holy
if he
fuck.
could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
I'm high-key going
So he closed
schizo
his eyes
playing
gently,
this.
and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back. the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
That is
I
a
want
sentence
my
you won't.
apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Holy fuck. Is this like Schizo Simulator or something? Or like...
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am
Having a
I?
panic
Who am
attack.
I? And everything went black.
Full-on panic attack.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
We're swapping characters.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on
Holy
this
fuck,
particular
he
day,
offed
her work
himself.
was interrupted by the body of a
Oh
man
my
who had
fucking
stumbled
god,
feet down,
Stanley offed
talking and
himself.
screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just
Holy
a few
shit,
brief
he's
moments, she
schizo.
considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that
Oh
moment,
my
she
god.
thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. Dude. Mind fuckery, dude. I was not prepared to play this
All of his
game.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I was
Stanley
not
decided to go
prepared to
the
play
meeting
this
room.
game.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But this game is spitting some real shit, though. You know? Also, like I said, fucking office job, bro. Literally, I'd rather do anything else for a career than sit at a desk and, like, push buttons and shit.
When Stanley came
Unless I'm
to a
gaming.
set of 2 open doors,
I'll
he
do that
entered the
for
door on
12
his
hours
left.
straight. Alright, so was that considered an ending, or just me offing myself? Oh shit.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Is it
office,
actually?
hoping he might find an answer there.
I kind of want to get that ending real quick. Oh wait, no, I don't think I can lock this. Oh, I can open up the fucking... Yeah, it's unlocking more shit as I play
Stanley
through.
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
The game that keeps on giving.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no
Play
path
Flappy
to follow,
Bird for 12
just
hours.
an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't think I'm gonna go down this time. We'll go up. Oh, you can? Bet. Executive bathroom. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast. Money crisp. Extreme bathrooms. Down, maybe? This is high-key kind of peak though. No, I fuck with this. I fuck with this heavy. Just a total fucking mindfuck simulator. A mindfuck schizo simulator. Am I going to fucking hell? A one-way trip to fucking hell? Hello? Back to the beginning? Let's go up then. Codell plays that every day. I wake up on some like SpongeBob jolly shit. And I bump this first thing in the morning. Alright, I'm convinced this elevator doesn't fucking work. Yeah, it's literally not even moving. It's just the vibrating elevator. It just vibrates. Yeah. That checks out.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley
Funny
was once again
gag.
stunned to discover not an indication of
Well, that's
any human
peak.
life.
That's peak.
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly
could
tearing
it
through papers on the boss's
mean?
desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had
Bet,
assigned
I
an
need to
extra
remember that. I need to
secret
remember
pin
that.
number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I kind of want to try the escape route next. Go back up if you want. I want to try the escape route. I want to see what this does.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Might actually. Wait, what?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I gotta see what this actually does.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh my god. Wait, is this actually gonna lead to my death? Oh my god, it does. It quite literally does. No way I actually fucking survive. Holy shit.
Whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise. He reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
I'm about to go on the
Perhaps his
smusher.
death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs.
Fuck, he was right.
And so
He was right.
resigned and willingly accepted this violent
He was
end
right.
to his brief and shallow life.
Uh-oh.
Farewell, Stanley.
Uh-oh. Smush in 4K. Oh?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal
Narrator
doors.
swap?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? Oh.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What? What the fuck?
When every path
Wait,
you
hold
can
up.
walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? Wait, what? Am I getting some like crazy lore dumps right now? The narrator got slimed out? Oh, is this the layout of the whole fucking office? Yeah. This is next level. Fucking credits right here, y'all. Holy shit. Literally just a straight up fucking art gallery.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
You know, fiery stars or anything else? No. What's everyone up to? How's the gang doing?
Can you
Oh,
see?
it gives you hints?
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no
What?
other way to beat this game. As long as you
AI Colonel?
you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Oh my god.
Choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't
Is that... Well, what would have happened if I actually just shut it off? What if it gave me like a secret fucking thing? Well, shit.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't know which route to go. Let's just go up again. Is this... Yeah, it's... I doubt it's fucking working. Yeah, let's try that.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks.
Brother.
Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone?
So,
This was
holy
too much for
shit,
Stanley to
welcome
take.
in, bro.
Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees.
I still
bursting into
haven't
half
pressed...
moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied
Yes.
any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed, but Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible,
On
he
the,
didn't even have a single
button
minute to
thingy.
just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Brother, no way. Oh my god. No way.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
The wall
Stanley
breaks are
calmly
just
walked
fucking
forward
insane.
into the opened passageway.
So, cause you're not going, bro. This where Drake live. Tortures you with his music.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, we haven't pressed yes on this thingy-madoodle, so... Not on this one, but the other one.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Drizzy Dungeons.
Now the monsters jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Just eating and
Each bore
shitting
the
and
number
shit.
of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
Hell yeah.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally...
People still he's a baby, no money. Oh god. Give me the electric chair. I'm taking the easy way out ending.
This mind control facility.
Nah, I'm
was
kidding.
too
Baby No
horrible
Money's not
to
that
believe.
bad.
It couldn't be true. Had
I actually
Stanley
used to listen to
been
him in
under
middle school.
someone's control all this
A little
time?
bit.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh, Codell, yeah, I know.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored
I
and
think I
commanded from this
did
very
on
place.
TikTok.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Nah, gang, I want to explore. Oh, dude, there's definitely some, like, secret fucking shit. Alright, let's shut on the Matrix.
And when at last he found the source of the room...
Sorry.
Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track,
I hate
you're gonna
Baby
have
No
to
Money
do
with a
much
burning
better than
passion.
that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the
This
power
new
you
shit
think you
seems
do. For
corny.
example,
Like I said,
and
I haven't
believe
listened
you'll
since
find
middle
this
school.
pertinent. Stanley suddenly
Which
realized
was
he had
ages.
just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without
Largely
proper
mainstream
DNA
media, or music.
identification,
Yeah, that's
you
corny
can
as shit.
detonate
I
a
see his
system to explode,
cosplay sometimes on
eliminating the
TikTok.
entire complex.
Like
How long until
Yakuza and
detonation
shit.
then? Let's say 2 minutes.
Oh,
now this is making
Jesus.
things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
What the
a
fuck's
shame
up
we have
with all
so
the
little
buttons?
time left to enjoy it. Mere
3.
moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Alright, get me the fuck out of here.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This
Yeah, I got a punch in that, I think.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back
Maybe.
the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything,
He's
something here
so
will save me.
mean.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
That is devious.
This is not a challenge.
Oh, that's
It's
fucked
a
up.
tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you...
Dude, this is some actual
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30
demon
seconds you
type
have
shit.
left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say,
Fuck.
happily ever up.
I need to figure out how to do that. I need to figure out how to fucking do that. I wonder if that triggers like a crazy fucking ending or something. Or more shit to explore.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content? I mean, we are playing the deluxe.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
There is no way to get it right. I think we just entered like a DLC or something.
Hello, and thank you for playing the
Oh my god, I
Stanley
did.
Parable Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in
sure, we're getting lore.
2013 on home computers.
2013.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Did they bring back the same voice actor
Okay,
too?
so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we...
Imagine that was it.
Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Alright, let's see what content we got.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Dog. Oh my, am I really doing this right now? Alright.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just
The jump,
elevators
though.
and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend? Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something. Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
This is insane. This is insane. Dude, Stanley Parable is fucking unk. We're literally going a trip down memory lane for a game that I never actually played. Don't play for 5 years. Go outside. This engine's kind of nice. Actually, I don't know.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie
Oh my
Sterling
god,
writes,
we are sucking
where
this.
so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less
Holy.
than any form of art. Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Is there actually not new content? Is this game just rage baiting me? By like disglazing itself and shit?
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9
There's
out
new
of 10.
endings.
Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done.
I understand it's making fun of
Couldn't
itself.
resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I
Bring me
wouldn't
back
give
to
go back
2013 though.
to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh god no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I have no words.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
No, narrator, don't be sad. Stanley Parable is peak.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Yeah, the narrator's voice is peak.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of...
Holy.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on how exactly...
Alright, one more time.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe...
What? Yes.
Not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
Imagine it actually was.
Has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait. How do we get out of here? Where did the door go?
Oh,
Wasn't there
yeah.
a door that led into this room?
Where did the door
feel
go?
quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room?
Maybe one more time.
Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room.
Maybe one more.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
How long has it
Oh,
been?
my goodness, I have someone to talk to again.
Holy shit, how long has it
Stanley,
been?
I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because... Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of everything.
Alright, that's too far, buddy. Is he dead? Is he slimed out? The fuck is that?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into.
Dude. Oh my god, did I lock myself?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the.
Holy shit. Wonder which time's passed. The end is never the end, is never the end. Damn. Turn to The Last of Us. And turn back into The Last of Us. Holy shit. Oh my god. How fucking far in time are we, dude? Holy shit. Oh my god. Is that it? Damn. That was kind of fucking nuts.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Everyone is fucking gone. Bro, I'm honestly getting a little sleepy myself. I can't. Oh shit. New content. Fuck, I gotta see what the new content is, guys.
You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I gotta see what the new. How's the end of that? It's a fucking tongue twister.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable
No way.
2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a
Wait, when did this get announced? Is this real?
Think of all the new
What the
territory
fuck?
we cover with a fully fledged sequel, an entirely new experience built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Tog, what?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2...
What?
Now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation.
Are we still trolling?
Long-term franchising potential.
Dog. This is still a troll. The fuck?
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing.
This is real, don't
I
worry.
figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much
Yeah,
more
this
of a
is
fuzzy
definitely
magic
meta
than
commentary.
anything scientific or logical, really.
You can't take anything serious in this fucking game. New features. Holy fuck, dude. Who?
Here we
Bro.
are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Please no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is. Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Epic game. It's something. It's something. Free new plus easy trophy. I can't believe it's that simple. A free gold trophy? I mean, shit. Why not? Free trophy. Get yours now. Pull the lever. Receive new trophy. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see,
No
you'll
way.
come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you.
No
It's
way.
as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully...
Oh
I'm not a
my
wizard, Stanley,
god,
but I
bro.
guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
They built this whole ass thing just to not give me the free trophy. That's devious. That's just devious.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Holy. Infinite hole.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2,
What?
you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life. God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
The fucking jump circle, bro. Get that shit out of here. Reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical. that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind.
Bro.
It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many
What?
disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
True, Sug.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Guys, I am so fucking tired. This might have actually just put me into a coma. Holy. This might not have been the best late night game.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in
No.
a video
No.
game? That really...
Okay, hold up. I need to pause him from talking. Not boring at all. Bro, I literally finished how many endings? It's good. It's good. Bro, it's not an L recommendation. It's just kind of putting me to sleep. Specifically the new content sections. Because for some reason there's like extra yap and a lot of glaze.
It should be an award if it isn't already.
That like it just isn't really doing it for me. I never even played the game. I never played the first one. This is my first experience with this game. I gotta see what the infinite hole is though. What do you guys want to see me play tomorrow? Brother, this dude has this.
Here's an idea that I'm truly fond of.
This man has a beautiful, relaxing voice.
Fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I always wanted to fall forever. What, Stardew Valley?
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
This is kind of tough. I don't know.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas
I'll
for the
go back
sequel.
down.
Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now.
Alright, fine.
Forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead?
I'm in the
and
midst of a
press the
Hollow
button
Knight
again so we can get
playthrough.
back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this
Oh,
is rather
shit.
embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know. I told you the hole was infinite, but come on.
I abandoned my Hollow Knight
Actually wants
playthrough to
fall forever. The hole was plenty
play
deep.
some
It was
shit that
more than
came
deep
out.
enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm pretty
you're
sure
the
I was
problem.
more than
Things got a
halfway.
little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for
Mostly.
you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I was debating it. I don't know. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Off. I still have no clue what that is. Examine a dark dungeon or slay the spire. Bet. Check those out too. I need to update my indie list. Ooh, that sounds peak. I always fuck with the fucking good RPG. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. I shall... Oh, do we need to play some fucking Tomodachi Life too? Okay, we'll play that tomorrow. I at least want to play the demo. I don't know about copying the full ass game. I'll play the demo. But probably some more indies tomorrow. I'm gonna hop on earlier though. I've been getting off relatively earlier from work lately. So I'll hop on earlier. Maybe play some bangers. Yeah. I'll keep y'all posted. Have a good night, y'all. Get some good rest. Stay hydrated. And just keep being goated. Deuces, y'all.